Hello guys! Today I will speak about long handguards for AK and rifles based on AK B-30 and B-30U. I will tell you about their differences, weight them, show you how to correctly install them on your AK and give some proofs of why they are so reliable. My name is Anastasia. B-30 and B-30U handguards are milled products made of aluminium D16T. B-30 handguard might be as well familiar to you as a part of so-called Alpha AK. B-30 and B-30U are made in two colors, black and desert. What is the difference between those handguards? B-30 handguard has Picatinny rails on three sides. B-30U is a lightened edition of B-30. It has a Picatinny rail on the bottom and a small Picatinny rail on its side. It has basis rails on its sides. Basis rail is designed for lightening the handguard and for attachment of additional accessories directly to the handguard, like additional Picatinny rails. You can place them in any place where you need them. Sling mounts, hand stoppers and other accessories. I have a video about accessories compatible with basis rail on this channel. I will leave a link in the description. The weight of B-30 handguard is 276 grams. The weight of B-30U handguard is 193 grams. As an example of accessories for basis rail, here is a model of AK205. There is B-30U handguard on it and B-31N upper handguard. On B-30U there are A1L sling mount, which is attached directly to the basis rail, and NPN2 basis rail covers. To cover basis rail on B-30U, you will need 4 NPN2 basis rail covers. How to install those handguards on AK? The process is the same on B-30 and B-30U, so I will demonstrate on an example of B-30 handguard. First of all, take your AK, make an incomplete disassembly of it, remove the regular handguard, then place B-30 handguard in the place of regular handguard. The handguard retainer should be placed right here so that the sling mount goes through the opening for the sling mount. You need to hammer the handguard into the rifle. You should not file the handguard. Why? Different rifles have slightly different sizes, and some aiming devices that are placed on the handguard, you do not want them to lose zero. For that, they need to be fixed very tightly. For that, the handguard should be fixed very tightly. The principle that we use is that the handguard is hammered into the rifle and it takes the shape of the rifle. That's why it fits very tight, and the devices that are placed on this handguard, they hold zero. How do you hammer it? There are two ways. You should not hammer the handguard itself. You should take some spacer, a hammer, and hit in two places. First of all, into the handguard retainer, so place a spacer on the handguard retainer and hammer it. And also you may place the spacer in this opening and hit here. But after you hit in this position, hit here as well so that the handguard retainer takes its place. And it is more comfortable and convenient to make this process while the stock is folded. But it is more comfortable to do it not alone, but with somebody to help you to hold the rifle. So I will ask for a helping hand and hammer this handguard into the rifle. Thanks to Mikhail for his help in installation process. Now it's time to install the upper handguard. For that I need to close the lever on the handguard retainer and install the gas tube. I will install B-31 upper handguard. B-30 and B-30U handguards are compatible with following upper handguards: B-31, B-31S and B-31N. B-31 and B-31S have a full-sized Picatinny rail on the top. B-31N has a low top rail. Looks like this in comparison with B-31. Lower, higher. The difference between B-31S and B-31 is the following. There are different types of AKs depending on the length of the barrel. For example, this AK-105 is an AK with a shorter barrel. This AK-74M is AK with a longer barrel of 415 millimeters. B-31 is designed for AKs with longer barrels because on shorter barrels it won't fit. So especially for AKs with shorter barrels we designed B-31S. It looks the same as B-31, but this part is a bit shorter, so it has a shorter Picatinny rail on the top. So to sum up, if you have an AK with a longer barrel, you need either B-31 or low B-31N. If you have an AK with a shorter barrel, you need either B-31S or B-31N. The upper handguard is installed with 8 screws. B-30 and B-30U handguards are compatible with B-33 dust cover as well as B-22 rear side rail. The best way to prove reliability of products are tests, practical tests. Previous year we made such a test. We used AK-74M in 3 setups. First one with a regular plastic handguard, the second one with our handguard shorter one B-10M, and the third one with B-30 handguard. I will leave a link to the full video in the descriptions. And now I will speak about the results of this test. The regular handguard melted and fell off on 654th shot. After 744 shots, the extractor was destroyed and the barrel was deformed. The barrel was heated up to 477 degrees Celsius, handguard up to 277 degrees. The experiment with B-30 was finished after 1180 shots because there was no need in utilizing more ammo. The aiming point did not move, the maximum temperature of the handguard was 240 degrees and it was not rising. The maximum temperature of the barrel was 290 degrees. In such hard conditions, B-30 handguard showed an excellent result and increased the life of the rifle. Crash tests are fun, but in real life our goal is not to destroy a thing, but to make it work and operate as long as possible. So B-30 handguard saves lives of rifles, and actually not only of rifles. I will show you some interesting things we got. This is B-30 handguard. See a shot right here. The owner of this handguard stayed alive. Another one, B-30 handguard with B-31S upper handguard, the one with a shorter top Picatinny rail. A shot right here in B-31S upper handguard, and the owner of this kit also stayed alive. B-30 and B-30U handguards can be bought on en.zenitco.ru website or in our partner stores. Our official partners are also stated on our website in Partners section. I will see you in next videos, and goodbye!